beautiful introduction. It was really, really generous of you and really
अभी
kind.
रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट हो गया है? अच्छा, सो कोशिश ये करना कि बस मल्लू में मत करना, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया। इंडियन एयरफोर्स वुमेन फ्रेंडली है या सिर्फ वुमेन इंक्लूसिव सिर्फ पेपर पर? आप लोगों को एज अ वुमेन और एज अ फीमेल कैडेट एज वेल एज अ फीमेल ऑफिसर प्रूव करना थोड़ा ज़्यादा पड़ता है। आपने इंटेल गैदरिंग के बारे में बात करी, तो फाइटर कंट्रोलर का इंटेल गैदरिंग से क्या लेना देना होता है? समवेयर गलवान ऑपरेशन,
Chinese troops had mounted a savage attack on Indian soldiers.
ऑपरेशंस के टाइम पे आप लोगों को लग रहा था दैट यू आर आल्सो एट द स्टेक ऑफ अ वॉर माइंडसेट। सो इन योर वर्ड्स, एक फाइटर कंट्रोलर का रोल क्या होता है?
Because you are there to defend the skies. You're doing air defense.
एक समथिंग लाइक अ क्विक रिएक्शन टीम्स बनी होती हैं जो कि ऑलवेज ऑन अ वॉर पेट्रोलिंग माइंडसेट से रहती हैं अवेलेबल।
Fighter pilots का जो training होता है, that is next level.
हेलीकॉप्टर ऑपरेशंस आर इवन वेरी डिमांडिंग एंड वेरी चैलेंजिंग।
So my teacher, he used to tell me that, your life is not ending with a doctor or an engineer. Your life creates a mark where your presence is felt.
It must take a special breed to be an air traffic controller.
वर्ल्ड में एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोलर्स की जॉब को ना सबसे ज़्यादा प्रेशर्ड और सबसे ज़्यादा डिमांडिंग जॉब में माना जाता है। फियर का रोल क्या होता है? क्या अलाउड होता है आपको डरना? बट एज अ फीमेल इफ यू गेट अ रीबर्थ, राइट, क्या आप फिर भी इंडियन एयरफोर्स ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगे? वेलकम टू द अनटोल्ड स्टोरी विद कमांडर विक्टर माइक। आज हमारे साथ है एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी जिनकी कहानी सिर्फ यूनिफॉर्म तक सीमित नहीं है। ये कहानी है रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, रेजिलियंस और री इन्वेंशन की। केरला में जन्मी और मुन्नार की मिस्टी टी प्लांटेशंस के बीच पली बड़ी। उनका बचपन शब्दों, कहानियों और खामोशी से भरा हुआ था। शायद इसीलिए स्टोरी टेलिंग उनकी जिंदगी का हिस्सा बन गया। लेकिन 2012 में जिंदगी ने एक डिसाइसिव टर्न लिया जब उन्होंने इंडियन एयरफोर्स ज्वाइन करा। एज अ फाइटर कंट्रोलर उनका रोल था स्काइज को प्रोटेक्ट करना, जहां हर सेकंड क्रिटिकल होता है, चाहे पीस हो या वॉर टाइम। उन्होंने इंडिया के वेस्टर्न, ईस्टर्न, नॉर्दर्न और सेंट्रल सेक्टर्स में एयर डिफेंस ऑपरेशंस कंडक्ट किए और गलवान ऑपरेशंस के दौरान ईस्टर्न लद्दाख जैसे टफ टेरेन में सर्व भी किया, जहां बहुत कम वुमेन एयर फोर्स ऑफिसर्स को मौका मिलता है। वो ऑल्टीट्यूड, वो साइलेंस और वो इंटेंसिटी, ये सब उन्हें सिर्फ एक बेटर ऑफिसर ही नहीं बल्कि एक गहरा इंसान बना गया। यूनिफॉर्म के बाद भी उनकी सर्विस रुकी नहीं। आज वो एक ग्लोबल लीडरशिप कोच हैं, प्रिंसिपल कोच एट द मिरेकल ट्रेल, मेडिटेशन क्यूरेटर, मेंटर और स्टोरी टेलर। मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि अचीवमेंट्स के परे हम सब एक स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग ढूंढ रहे होते हैं, पीस, क्लैरिटी और पर्पस। माउंटेन्स उनका घर है, रनिंग उनका डिसिप्लिन है और लिसनिंग उनका सुपर पावर। ये कहानी सिर्फ इंडियन एयरफोर्स की कहानी नहीं है, ये कहानी है ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज वेलकम स्क्वाड्रन लीडर सैदन्या एम अंसारी। चलिए स्क्वाड्रन लीडर जी, हम आज का कारवां स्टार्ट करते हैं। आपका मैंने एक बेहतरीन इंट्रोडक्शन दिया, कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
Thank you so much, sir. It was really, really generous of you for those kind words, and it's really an honor to be part of this podcast. In fact, ये मेरा पहला podcast है, maybe after retirement, or probably for the first time in my life, I am sitting in front of a camera and talking to someone. But it's a mixed emotions. There is excitement and curiosity. So yeah, let's begin.
I feel very humble. मुझे भी बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जब मेरे मंच पर कोई ऐसा गेस्ट आता है जिसका पहला पॉडकास्ट होता है, क्योंकि इट इज समथिंग वेरी रॉ। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट्स नॉट डॉक्ट्रिन, एंड कहीं ना कहीं आपकी जर्नी में, जैसे आप आगे भी जाके और मंच पे जाएंगे और पॉडकास्ट अटेंड करेंगे एज अ गेस्ट, सो आपका भी एक लर्निंग एंड अनलर्निंग प्रोसेस यहाँ से आज स्टार्ट हो जाता है.
Definitely.
I'm very happy that I'm hosting you as part of your first podcast, and I'm going to be in history. Straight away, we'll hit the questions and we'll try to, get the maximum out of an air traffic controller.
Fighter controller.
एयर ट्रैफिक नहीं, फाइटर कंट्रोलर. देखिए, शब्दों का खेल है यहाँ पे. अगर फाइटर बोल दिया और एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोलर बोला, उसमें भी कितना डिफरेंस आ सकता है. इंडियन एयरफोर्स वुमेन फ्रेंडली है या सिर्फ वुमेन इंक्लूसिव सिर्फ पेपर पर?
I have to give you a little background about this because मुझे वो gender bias और with respect to gender जो problems होते हैं लोगों को, somehow it has always been a blessing in disguise that I never had to go through something like that right from my childhood.
मतलब आप बचपन से किस्मत वाली थी.
Yes.
एयरफोर्स ज्वाइन करने के बाद वो लेगेसी चलती रही.
Yes.
तो आपको कोई ऐसा कुछ फेस नहीं करना पड़ा?
The thing is that in Air Force, right from the academy, whether you're a lady cadet or a male cadet, you do the same thing. There is nothing different for a female cadet as such. Of course, आपके physical standards के हिसाब से, जैसे हमारे PFR में distances are a little lesser for the female cadets because of their physical limitations, बोल लो. Apart from that, बाकी जो भी रगड़ा, सुबह उठो, फॉलन पे आ जाओ, जो भी करना है आपको मेल कैडेट के साथ ही खड़े होके करना है.
इस मंच पर स्क्वाड्रन लीडर अर्चना कपूर भी आ चुकी हैं, द फर्स्ट एवर वुमेन एयरफोर्स पायलट. शायद उनकी दास्तान अलग थी. उनको कैसे फाइट करके वहां तक पहुंचना पड़ा टू बिकम द फर्स्ट कॉज ऑफ द वुमेन एयरफोर्स पायलट्स. ऑफ कोर्स हेलो चॉपर. बट आप देखिए ना, कितने सालों पहले की वो बात है. आई थिंक 27 to 30 years पहले की वो बात है. शी इज द कोस्टमेट ऑफ फ्लाइट लेफ्टिनेंट नचिकेता सर ऑल्सो.
Yeah, I saw that podcast in fact.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
मुझे बड़ी खुशी होती है जब मेरा गेस्ट आके बोलता है मैंने आपका पॉडकास्ट देखा हुआ है. ऐसे लगता है जैसे धीरे धीरे मैं भी विजिबिलिटी में आ रहा हूँ. आपने इक्वालिटी की बात करी कि रगड़ा वही होता है, सेम उठना पड़ता है. बट कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा आपको ये महसूस नहीं होता कि जब इक्वालिटी की बात आती है ऑन ग्राउंड लेवल पर, आप लोगों को एज अ वुमन और एज अ फीमेल कैडेट एज वेल एज अ फीमेल ऑफिसर प्रूव करना थोड़ा ज्यादा पड़ता है अपनी
So now,
कैपेबिलिटीज को?
I'll take out two words which you used, okay?
Yeah.
Equality and proof.
Yeah.
So maybe this is the coach in me talking, or maybe this is the upbringing which is talking. मुझे हमेशा equality is something which is perceived. So would you perceive yourself to be equal with someone, or is it equality defined by an external entity you're talking about? अगर मुझे कहीं पे, if I walk into a space and if I'm feeling that am I being looked down on, or am I not feeling comfortable here? So it is immediately it is my perception. I can change the narrative, and that's all. That's exactly what I do in the world of coaching, wherein I see what is my definition of equality. And the second word which you use, proof. Why do I need to prove it to someone? What am I proving to myself? What is my desire in my role as an officer?
True.
What is my desire as a cadet?
मैं इस चीज को आप ही की तरह दो पहलू में डिवाइड करने की कोशिश करूंगा. एक होता है इंट्रिंसिक कोच वाला एटीट्यूड जो ये बात बोल रहा है. एक होता है एक्सट्रिंसिक, जो एनवायरनमेंट में आप काम करते हैं. कई बार जो एनवायरनमेंट हमारे सो कॉल्ड कलयुग में एक अलग एनवायरनमेंट हमें मिलता है. मैं स्पेसिफिकली बिफोर वी हेड ऑन टू द कोच माइंडफुलनेस वाली लाइफ में कभी कभी ऐसे पहलू आते हैं जहाँ पे हमें जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ आवर जेंडर, सो कॉल्ड, वेदर इक्वालिटी है या नहीं है, आपने बहुत एक बेहतरीन बात बोली कि आप कैसे उस नैरेटिव को अपने आप को प्रेजेंट करते हैं. बट कई बार एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस भी होते हैं जो उस नैरेटिव को एक अलग डेफिनेशन दे सकते हैं. ऐसा कभी आपको महसूस हुआ कि आपको उस पर्टिकुलर एनवायरनमेंट में थोड़ा कुछ एक्स्ट्रा वन स्टेप मोर जाके प्रूव करना पड़ा कि देखो मैं भी एक सक्षम ऑफिसर हूं, मैं उतना ही डिलीवर कर सकती हूं जितना एक मेल काउंटरपार्ट डिलीवर करता है, या शायद मैं ज्यादा डिलीवर कर सकती हूँ?
वेल, मेरे एयरफोर्स के जर्नी में कभी ऐसा मुझे मौका ही नहीं मिला वेयर इन आई हैड टू
कुछ हटके करना पड़ा.
हटके करके मुझे दिखाना पड़ा. इट्स ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्टेशंस फ्रॉम यू वर ऑलवेज हाई. सो you know, your growth and your journey was always fueled by your seniors' expectations. At the same time, it resonated with what I wanted to do at a very large extent. But when it comes to the act of proving, again, it somehow the word doesn't align with
your
me
thought process
at all, because when it comes to proving, then you are allowing an external force
to dominate you.
Yeah, जैसे आप अगर खाना खा रहे हो तो कोई आपके सिर पे खड़ा है देख रहा है, अच्छा, so I would not allow it. Like I would like to, you know, put myself out there.
बड़ा सटीक सा मैसेज यहाँ पे आया है, वो यही आया कि हम कितना अलाउ करते हैं किसी और को,
exactly.
वो चाहे डोमिनेशन के रूप में हो, चाहे अपने उनका जो पर्सपेक्टिव है उस पर्सपेक्टिव को हमने अपने अंदर इंस्टिल कर लिया, उसकी वजह से हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल नीचे गया. अगर हम उस चीज से बिल्कुल डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाए तो सटीक मैसेज यही आता है कि इक्वालिटी इज देयर इन द एनवायरनमेंट, इट इज जस्ट हाउ वी फील इट.
How you tell yourself the story. अगर I can say that अरे वो सीनियर ने मेरे को सबके सामने डांट लिया, that is one narrative I can take and I can keep on running that narrative in my head. मैं मेस में जाऊँ, मैं अपने बैचलर्स ब्लॉक में भी जाऊँ, यार मेरा दिन आज बहुत बर्बाद हो गया, मतलब अब मुझे यहाँ आना ही नहीं था. I can go on with this narrative at the same time.
और वो सिलसिला खत्म भी नहीं होगा.
Yes.
और फिर आप ये भी सोचोगे कि अगर कोई मेल होता तो शायद उसके साथ ऐसे बिहेव नहीं करता.
Exactly. It's the stories which you tell yourself.
And maybe ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि वो जो मेल होता उसको डांट भी पड़ती, वो सोचता भी नहीं. It's all about individual.
It is individual storytelling. So it's because I have been there. No, see, when I look back at my Air Force journey, there are times when I look at my flying officer self and I was like, seriously. But now I look back with grace and I'm like, okay, had I not done that mistake, or had I not, probably felt bad at that time, I wouldn't have learned this lesson.
Yeah.
उस टाइम पे एज अ फ्लाइंग ऑफिसर मेरे को अगर वो सीनियर ने वो डांट नहीं दिया, या फिर हमारे एंटायर फोर्स को कुछ पनिशमेंट के लिए इंस्ट्रक्टर ने परेड ग्राउंड लेके गए, पूरा धूप में हम खड़े हैं, रोलिंग कर रहे हैं, उस टाइम पे अगर वो नहीं होता तो मैं फील्ड में ये एग्जीक्यूट ना कर पाती. या फिर अभी एज अ लाइफ कोच व्हेन आई लिसन टू अदर पीपल्स स्टोरी, मे बी आई एम नॉट, आई वुडंट बी दिस रिलेटेबल.
फील्ड की बात करी आपने स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा सा 2 वर्ड्स को पकड़ा था, एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोलर एंड फाइटर कंट्रोलर को. हम फाइटर कंट्रोलर की बात कर रहे हैं, जो आप रही हैं एयरफोर्स में, इंडियन एयरफोर्स में. फाइटर कंट्रोल का जो रोल होता है, अगर मैं अपने ऑडियंस को आपके थ्रू समझाना चाहूँ तो वो कितना मुश्किल रोल होता है. बिकॉज आई गेस एक फाइटर कंट्रोलर, वेदर इट इज पीस टाइम, वॉर टाइम, इट डजंट मैटर, बिकॉज आप लोग तो उतने ही सीरियसली काम करेंगे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर अगर एक भी सेकंड की चूक हुई, इट कैन हैव अ कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट. सो इन योर वर्ड्स, एक फाइटर कंट्रोलर का रोल क्या होता है, प्लीज डू.
जैसे आर्मी टेक्स केयर ऑफ द टेरिटरी, you people in the Navy guards the waters, so we guard the skies. So in a fighter controller's life,
guard the skies, that's beautiful.
Yeah, in a fighter controller's life, आप कोई जगह पे पोस्टेड हो, so आपका एक एरिया ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रहता है. so वो एरिया ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में आसमान में जो भी उड़ रहा है उसके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए. And because you are there to defend the sky, so you're doing air defense. So उसके लिए then you should know your assets. आपका कौन सा रडार है, कहाँ आपका रडार लोकेटेड है उस एरिया ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में,
उसकी रीचेबिलिटी क्या है.
एग्जैक्टली, रीचेबिलिटी क्या है, आपके पास जहाज कौन सा अवेलेबल है, कौन सा स्क्वाड्रन कहाँ लोकेटेड है, वो कितने देर में एबॉन हो सकता है. अगर हमारे एनिमी टेरिटरी से कुछ डिटेक्ट हो गया तो मुझे देन जहाज का स्पेसिफिकेशंस, उनका कैपेबिलिटीज पता होना चाहिए.
जैसे हमें फिल्मों में देखते हैं कि जैसे हम किसी और के टेरिटोरियल लैंड्स में जाते हैं, right? Or I'm talking of the fighter planes and all. तो within no time हम देखते हैं कि उस particular territory का या उस country का fighter planes आ जाते हैं and they give the warning. ये real time में इंडिया में भी ऐसा होता है?
Of course.
So ऐसा airborne होने में ऐसा एक something like a quick reaction teams बनी होती हैं जो कि always on a war patrolling mindset से रहती हैं available, including the planes, that is the fighter planes, and including the fighter pilots.
It is an entire team, sir. In the sense, it's called as the Operation Readiness Platform.
Right.
So, जैसे हमारे area of responsibility में, even if it is within the area of responsibility or from outside, if you see anything on the radar which is not identified, then we have our procedure to activate the Operation Readiness Platform.
Friend and foe वाला concept.
Exactly. So it is all in place, and it is the fighter pilot, the Jahaz, the ATC controller sitting there, all the paraphernalia. It's like every person who is associated with it, it's like a butterfly effect. एक छोटा सा blip जिसमें identity नहीं लगा हुआ है, उसका मतलब a lot of agencies get activated, and then with respect to the aircraft capability, pilot ka rating and weather, a lot of parameters, and then we'll calculate a time, minimum time for the aircraft to get airborne. उसके हिसाब से हम बाकी डिसीजंस लेते हैं.
This is now getting interesting. आपने एयर डिफेंस के बारे में बीच में बात करी. You have served in the northern, western and eastern sectors. हर एक सेक्टर का एक अलग चैलेंज होता होगा.
Yes.
So can you quickly define कि आपने जिन सेक्टर्स में as a fighter controller ऑपरेट किया है, हर एक सेक्टर्स में आपके क्या क्या चैलेंजेस रहे थे?
So मेरा first posting, it was in Jodhpur. It was absolutely.
Oh, it's a wonderful place.
Yes, beautiful place, and वहाँ का weather was extreme. Like winters में बहुत ठंड होती है, and summers are like it's merciless.
So how big is our airfield there?
Airfield in the sense in Jodhpur, sitting in Jodhpur, we are controlling a lot of places in Rajasthan. Like
Correct.
for me as a
the entire western coast.
No,
Western,
no,
part.
we that I wouldn't want
मेरे
to.
मुंह से कोस्ट इसलिए निकलता है क्योंकि नेवी इतना अंदर इतना ब्लड में है.
I understand. So our area of responsibility in Jodhpur is spread across Rajasthan till the border. So हमारे पास 2-3 airfields है under our responsibility.
Okay.
So उनका you know how you take care of their local flying. उस time पे 10-12 years back उस time हम local flying भी देखते थे. So उस time का वहाँ का terrain is different from probably northeast.
Local flying से आपका मतलब है commercial planes?
No.
Okay.
Fighters का जो local sorties होता है ना, sector flying बोलते हैं.
We call it, I mean, peacetime वाला जो flying है, उनकी जो regular
flying.
keep alive का responsibility होती है, they have to be airborne.
You practice your exercises, maneuvers and all of those things. So वो होते हैं. So the thing is that Jodhpur में terrain and weather used to be a difference, and your proximity with the western adversary. वहाँ पे tactics अलग होते हैं. When you come to the east,
Western adversary हमारा एक ही है, पाकिस्तान, और कोई नहीं है. जी.
Yes. And when you come to east, it is different. It is like that's where I learned valley flying control कैसे करना. And हमारे sector में 5 valley होते थे, 5 का terrain अलग. And eastern posting was very very dear to me because वहाँ का लोग अच्छे हैं, ऊपर से आपका जो station is very remote, वहाँ का माहौल totally different है. And operationally, when you see, you should know everything about the valley, in the sense कहाँ पे वो valley turn होता है, because उसके बाद once the aircraft enters the valley, you have no contact with the aircraft. So हम जहाज enter करने से पहले उनसे पूछते हैं.
You mean to say जब valley में enter करते हैं, so the pilot is it's on अपने ऊपर होता है वो?
Because वहाँ पे RT ranges बहुत कम होता है sir, and pickup नहीं होता है radar का because of the
communication limitations हैं.
Limitations होता है. Although right now we have different setups wherein we are installing our RT equipments here and there to extend our RT ranges. However, low level aircraft में RT ranges
कितना low level flying करते हैं हमारे pilots? हमारे
flight
fighter jets
080 in the sense 8,000 feet होता है valley entry point
8,000 feet.
8,000 feet पे भी होता है.
क्योंकि वो जो मनूवर्स हम हॉलीवुड मूवीज में देखते हैं ना, वो पता नहीं रियलिस्टिकली एक्चुअल पॉसिबल होता है. हमारे पायलट्स भी उस टाइप की मनूवरिंग करते हैं. करते हैं लिटरली ऐसा लगता है जैसे कि अब यहाँ से गए. और कई बार तो ऐसा भी होता है मूवीज में कि कोई एडवर्सरी है, लाइक यहाँ हमारे टॉम हैंक्स टॉम क्रूज
Tom Cruise.
टॉम क्रूज हमारा फ्लाई कर रहा है और उसके पीछे उसका एडवर्सरी उसे फॉलो कर रहा है, एंड देन ही टेक्स अ शार्प अपलिफ्ट, एंड देन द अदर गाय गोज एंड जस्ट रैम्स इनटू द माउंटेन सेक्टर. सो इस टाइप के मैनूवर्स भी हमारे पायलट्स फाइटर पायलट सीखते
they
हैं.
are trained. They're trained, and I mean, fighter pilots का जो training होता है, that is next level, and they've earned their wings.
ये अर्न देयर विंग्स की जो डेफिनेशन है, अर्न योर विंग्स, अर्न योर अदर लीडरशिप रोल्स, ये आई थिंक हर एक फौज के दायरे में एक एज अ लीडर अलग अलग पहलू होते हैं. लाइक वी हैव नेविगेशनल स्किल्स ऑन बोर्ड शिप्स, आर्मी हैज सम अदर काइंड ऑफ डिफेंस रोल्स एंड ऑफेंसिव रोल्स, स्पेशल फोर्सेस कमिंग इन, we say they have earned their special forces badge. ऐसी I could pursue the static para jumps with the Indian Air Force in Silchar in Assam. So I also said I have earned my static air badge ka wings. So ye earn your badge is something which I guess is very close to every single Fauji who's working on one vertical specialization or a skill set.
Absolutely.
आप लोगों का फाइटर कंट्रोलर का भी ऐसा कोई चैलेंजिंग एस्पेक्ट होता है जिसमें आपको भी एक अर्न करना होता है अपने रोल के रिस्पेक्ट में?
We have a different sort of a brevet which we wear.
क्या होता है?
Brevet.
Brevet,
Just like
okay.
the wings of the pilot, we wear. You would have seen in this movie Fighter, where the fighter controller has got a little eagle and a lamp.
अजय देवगन वाली मूवी कह रहे हैं क्या?
No. In this movie, The Fighter.
अच्छा, द फाइटर.
so
यस
उसमें
यस.
जो ऑप्स रूम में बैठ के जो जहाज को इंस्ट्रक्शंस देते हैं ना, यू टर्न दिस साइड, यू फायर एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस.
जी.
During wartime we do that. Like we are the ones who talk to the pilot and give
To
them
some extent, you are actually controlling the mindset of the pilot of when
it's
to
a
fire,
team
and
game. It's a team game.
it's a team game.
It's like जैसे आप
फाइटर
aircraft में हो,
फाइटर पायलट को कोई विजुअल्स मिले, आपको विजुअल्स आपके रडार में मिल रहे हैं, एंड मान लीजिए आपके एडवर्सरी ने आपके प्लेन पे फायर करा, सो यू गेट अ लॉक ऑन का आपको मैसेज आ जाता है, विच कम्स टू यू ऑल्सो, और इट गोज ओनली टू द पायलट एट
that
द.
goes to the pilot. So
Right.
this entire game starts before. Like आपका प्लानिंग बहुत पहले ही होता है
जी.
कि मिशन का प्लानिंग. So our role is, मैं अगर लेमन टर्म्स में मैं समझा
बिल्कुल लेमन में
सकूं,
बताइए,
yeah.
हमारी ऑडियंस भी उसी तरीके से सुनना चाहेंगे, बिकॉज कई चीजें हमें ना बहुत डेप्थ में भी समझनी पड़ जाती हैं, जो हमें बहुत आसान लगती है दिखने में, बट पीछे कितना मिशन प्लानिंग चल रहा होता है वो आप लोग समझते हैं.
So अगर एयरक्राफ्ट में बैठे हुए पायलट का विजन ऐसा होता है, ऐसे उनका एक टीम होगा जो पैकेज जा रहे हैं, so सबका विजन ऐसे ऐसे होता है उनका रडार का, उसके हिसाब से उनको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है कि
सेक्टोरियल विजन यू मे से.
यस.
राइट.
बट मैं नीचे ग्राउंड पे बैठ के मेरे पास एक रडार नहीं है, मेरे सेक्टर में काफी रडार्स है,
जी.
उनका वो घूमते हैं, सो मुझे 360 डिग्री विजन मिल रहा है, उनका इंटीग्रेटेड पिक्चर मेरे पास आ रहा है. सो अगर पायलट को इतना दिख रहा है, मुझे थोड़ा और दिखता है, सो मैं उसको बोलती हूँ कि भाई यहाँ से कोई आ रहा है, तुम अभी लॉन्च मत करना, होल्ड, या तुम थोड़ा टेढ़े चला जाओ, वहां से आ जाओ, एंड देन यू टेक अ फायर. सो वी sort of, it's like, simple term is like playing video game, but on a serious
Because here lives and
front.
both
Exactly.
the money is involved.
Exactly. So you are just strategizing on the go with your pilot. It's like how well you plan and you create that bond with your pilot, that actually brings magic in the mission.
So, I mean, it goes on to a very humanly
yes,
connection.
Yes,
with
absolutely. Because in Jodhpur and all, उस time तो हम भी first posting, वो नए बैचलर लॉट आ रहे हैं, so आप साथ में मेस में रुक रहे हो, एंड देन दोनों अलग अलग जा रहे हो, देन फोन पे आज मैं इसके लिए जा रहा हूँ, ओके यू आर इन दैट सॉर्टी, ठीक है आज ऐसे ऐसे करना. सो यू टॉकिंग टू योर ओन, probably the guy who's staying right next to your room is flying in the air, and it becomes very special sort of a relationship wherein you are professionally with this person, you're responsible for your friend's life, and otherwise also you would stand up for that person if had it not been at a work front.
Correct.
So it's a very beautiful scenario to be in, like that fighter pilot and the controller relationship. And it's not just the fighter pilot as such, even with the helicopters. Like East में हमारे काफी interaction helicopter pilots के साथ होते हैं, because they do a beautiful job in जैसे नॉर्थ ईस्ट में काफ़ी जगह पे राशन पहुंचाना या रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस
Rescue
करना,
operations.
इसमें हेलीकॉप्टर पायलट के साथ भी हमारे बहुत क्लोज इंटरेक्शन.
And helicopter operations are even very demanding and very challenging
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
you never know when can you lose the control. I mean, and especially हमारे यहाँ पे तो कितने टाइम तक हम सिंगल रोटर हेलीकॉप्टर्स फ्लाई करते रहे, especially the French make. You know, we have something called as Chetaks.
Yeah.
You know, it is very demanding. एंड मैं तो कई बार ये भी सोचता था कि एक सिंगल रोटर है, कोई रिटर्नेंट रोटर भी नहीं है, ये बंद हो गया तो वेयर इज द पायलट एक्चुअली गोइंग, यू नो, लुकिंग फॉर सम प्लेस वेयर टू, यू नो, जंप, probably some water bodies and all, but it's very demanding. And then we keep seeing, you know, so many accidents happening, whether it's the plane crashes, the fighter plane crashes, whether it is the chopper crashes. Now, this is the first time I'm also realizing this so-called bond of a fighter controller and a fighter pilot. You know, किसी की जिंदगी भी आपके साथ जुड़ी हुई है.
Yes, sir. So your bond is something which I would like to take a little more forward,
Yeah.
because I feel that now we are talking from a military point of view, but when
Yes.
you look at leadership as such, it is the bond which creates the magic. अभी मैंने पायलट और फाइटर कंट्रोलर के बीच का बॉन्ड बताया. हमारे साथ जो एयरमैन बैठते हैं कि मैम ये उड़ गए, या मैंने इस ATC को बता दिया कि आपने इसको चेंज ओवर किया है. Everybody, I feel that everybody in that organization,
In that mission, yeah.
be it in Air Force or be it corporate में भी आपका organization हो, उसमें every individual plays a role, and सबके साथ वो bond and उनको साथ में लेके जाना, that is where your leadership succeeds. When I was doing this entrance coaching in my 11th standard, वहाँ पे एक टीचर ने बोला है कि आप, because उस टाइम पे ना केरला में ये था कि you either become doctor or engineer, उसके otherwise you are
God's
a
own
failure.
country.
Yes.
Yes. हमारी ऑडियंस को ये भी बताएं कि अंसारी मैम मल्लू हैं.
Yes. Although I don't look like, everybody asks me if I'm an Assamese or I'm from Northeast. ये मेरे को हमेशा मिलता है. Anyway, without digressing, so my teacher, he used to tell me that, you know, your life is not ending with a doctor or an engineer. Your life creates a mark where your presence is felt. अगर आपके मतलब ऑफिस के बाहर जो स्वीपर आता है, वो एक दिन नहीं आया तो मतलब वो इतना अच्छा काम करता है कि उसका absence is felt.
Yes.
So it is like that, whether it's in ops room, whether it's outside, everybody plays a role, and सबका मतलब it's like a butterfly effect. एक वो chain में कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया तो then that energy seeps in everywhere.
Correct.
So as a leader, you need to hold everything together.
And this is the most challenging, you know, demand from a leader, to ensure every single thread is attached without any thread being too weakened or one thread being too strong also. Because जब वो thread में कोई ज़्यादा strength दिखती है तो फिर वो demanding and controlling वाला भी एक part आ जाता है. So mission control में everybody plays their own roles and to a level which is desired. ना ज़्यादा ना कम.
Yes, it's always about balance.
Balancing है.
Balance.
Northern sector में आपने वहाँ पे भी आपने मेरे ख्याल से पोस्टिंग करी है.
Yes. Northern sector में a place, that's where when the Galwan also happened while I was posted
Yes.
there. So you have, I was posted in a sector where you have the western as well as the eastern adversary. So we had to do the air
कौन सी
defense.
जगह पे आपकी
We had to
पोस्टिंग
do
थी?
the air defense of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
जी.
So that was the area of responsibility.
Okay.
I'm not telling you where I was posted. So वहाँ पे it was again a different ball game, because आपका int strong होना चाहिए. Because जोधपुर में तो आप you are aware of the China intelligence, but आपका पूरा research and studies and everything is towards the western adversary. Then when you went to east posting, then full on you know, intelligence gathering is with respect to China. And when you come here, you need both. And again, mixture of you know, experiences here, because you have the western terrain and eastern Ladakh terrain is totally different.
आपने इंटेल गैदरिंग के बारे में बात करी, तो फाइटर कंट्रोलर का इंटेल गैदरिंग से क्या लेना देना होता है?
उनका like we don't actively go and gather information. We
Not
have
that
our,
part, मतलब that awareness वाली part
awareness
में.
is very important.
Why is it important?
Because you need to know your enemy capabilities, know their radar ranges, their aircraft capabilities, their missile capabilities, their SAGW capabilities, all of these, the ground weapon capabilities, everything. So then you can strategize your plan. Although at that seniority, you might not be directly involved in creating any plans, but whatever plan is coming down from the command or from the air headquarters, you
absorb
should be
करना,
able to
understand करना.
understand.
एंड कहीं ना कहीं मिशन प्लानिंग के अंदर जब तक आपको अपने एडवर्सरीज की स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड वीकनेसेस नहीं पता होंगी, तब तक आप अपनी गेम प्लान को भी ठीक से विजुलाइज ही नहीं कर पाओगे.
Yes.
उसको पेपर पे ही नहीं रख पाओगे.
Yes.
एंड हमारे तो फाइटर पायलट्स को एक्चुअली ऑपरेट करके उन एडवर्सरीज को गिराना भी होता है, न्यूट्रलाइज करना होता है, एलिमिनेट करना होता है. सो आई थिंक कहीं ना कहीं इस मिशन प्लान के पीछे बहुत लोगों का योगदान जा रहा होता है,
A
जिसमें
lot.
फाइटर कंट्रोलर्स को ये हमारे एडवर्सरीज की, जो आपने इंटेल की बात करी है, उनके इक्विपमेंट कितना स्ट्रांग है, उनके रडार्स कितने स्ट्रांग है, उनका एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम्स कितना स्ट्रांग है. पीस टाइम एंड वॉर टाइम दोनों में इन दोनों का इक्वली रोल आता है.
Yes, absolutely.
सो नॉर्दर्न सेक्टर आपके लिए इसलिए चैलेंजिंग भी था, वहाँ पे आप दो एडवर्सरीज के साथ काम कर रहे थे.
Yes, and Galwan happened. Galwan was a beautiful experience in itself, because it was more of, जो army saw it right in front of them. We
Yeah.
are sitting. मुझे actually दोनों exposure मिला. I find myself really lucky for that, because the actual Galwan, when it was happening, I was in the Air Force Ops room. So
Okay.
doing the air defense part of it. Wherein
समवेयर गलवान ऑपरेशंस के टाइम पे आप लोगों को लग रहा था दैट यू आर आल्सो एट द एट द स्टेक ऑफ अ वॉर माइंडसेट, एंड आप लोगों को वो रेडीनेस
we were on
करने की-
readiness. We were on readiness, and we were
Straight one,
operating, as per war scenario only. And see, the comfort of an ops room, like there is a difference where the pilot is in the sky and, in a real time situation, and you sitting in an ops room. So, वो एक, Air Force का नजरिया से, when I went there and saw army people, by the time I reached there, the de-induction had begun. So when I saw the terrain and उस extreme temperatures में लोग actually वहाँ पे है, and then जब हम reports मांगते थे, वह उनके input से कितने challenging terrain से वो बहुत ही important input हमारे ops room में आ रहा है, that sort of humbled me a lot. So that is one big takeaway from Galwan for me.
गलवान में आपने ऑपरेशंस को एक्चुअली मॉनिटर करा, राइट, सिटिंग द ऑप्स रूम. यू कुड कनेक्ट विद द आर्मी ऑन द ग्राउंड, एंड योर पीपल, दैट इज योर फाइटर प्लेन्स, वर समवेयर रेडी. आपको अपने एनिमीज के बारे में कितना इनपुट्स मिला, कितना आप समझ पाए अपने एनिमीज की कैपेबिलिटीज को, और आपकी प्रिपेयर्डनेस उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम में, उस ऑपरेशंस में कितनी स्ट्रांग थी, उससे आप कैसे रिफ्लेक्ट करेंगे?
Thankfully, during Galwan, हमारे int reports from the command was very good, to this extent that every day our game plan used to change.
Okay.
हम अपने assets को कहाँ पे deploy करते थे, used to change, and army ground पे देख रहे थे, हम skies पे देख रहे थे, and it was not like, okay, China was not doing anything in the skies, China was doing their part in the skies, we were doing our part in the skies. And it's, since I am not going into the technicalities of it because of the sensitiveness of it, that is why I'm like beating about the bush.
Yeah.
So there, the thing is that in the ops room, things were pretty tense. Every day we used to sit, like command से कुछ input आ जाता था. The pilots also used to get on a call, and then सब कुछ, and command also used to give instructions कि okay ये change करो. So पूरा दिन एक तरीके से चल रहे होंगे, and then we change according to their movement. So it was like a continuous effort going on, and it was like it never felt static. Okay, मैंने ये decide कर लिया, इसका solution ये है, हम यही करेंगे. You were growing every step. Every day was growth. कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखने के लिए मिलता था. And one day what happened was I have done RT in Malayalam.
अच्छा, क्यों? तो फाइटर पायलट मल्लू थे?
We had this concept of experimenting with vernacular RT,
Okay.
wherein अगर
This is very interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
so हमें ऐसे लगा कि what if they they can hear our RT calls, like what
Okay.
if they have developed something wherein they can listen to our RT calls, जो हम पायलट से बात कर रहे हो कि अब इधर turn right, fire and or else go cold and all of those, our RT natter उनको अगर समझ में आ रहा है तो then उनको तो हम जो बात कर रहे हैं उनको समझ में आ रहा है तो they can do their thing accordingly. So one of my commander, he said that why don't we try this thing? Why don't we do vernacular RT? जैसे army like J&K में you would have seen a lot of Madras regiment people go there.
Yes.
Because they can communicate in Tamil and Malayalam and they don't, adversary will not understand. So we just experimented with vernacular RT. So ऐसा होता था अगर मराठी pilot है so controller मराठी रहेगा. So एक बार कुछ briefing हुआ उसमें I was not involved, like I knew what was going on and मेरा shift खत्म हो रहा था and then last moment पे the pilot changed. It was supposed to be a Marathi pilot and एकदम से बोला कि नहीं कोई मल्लू pilot है. मैं बस अपना like I did a night shift and I was just stepping into my car to pack up and then CEO called like I hope you have not left, एक बार वापस आना. And then मैंने मलयालम में आते गया. So that time, like अगर briefing होता तो you would have created the RT natter in Malayalam. Now you like impromptu, you're talking in Malayalam. That was a very different experience.
Sadhanya, you have talked something very in a very simplified way, but what I feel in the future wars, when we're talking of the so-called AI interceptions. When we're talking about data acquisitions, we're talking about, various transformations, of the so-called encrypted data also, and then non-encrypted RT. And then to that extent, the change of languages. We are, heading to that level now that our enemies will have, multiple, equipments to decipher what language they are talking in. So it's an everyday challenge.
Yes.
Every day you have to be innovative than your adversary.
Yes.
A step ahead of your adversary.
Yes.
Today you might, inculcate some, way to ensure, and these things have worked in our past. But now, every single day it's becoming more and more challenging.
Absolutely.
And I guess with the AI, more coming into our war games and all, things are going to become really challenging, because when you talk about cyber warfares, when you talk about perceptional wars, people are going way beyond the thing so-called as whether it's a fake photograph, it's a decoy photograph, it is actual plane that has been hit, it's our plane, it's adversary's plane. It is mind-boggling.
Yes, absolutely.
And today it's a world of perception wars. Everybody is at stake. Of Sindhur हुआ, लोगों के लिए क्या मायने रख रहा था? कि J-35s? J-35s अच्छा ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं या रफेल अच्छा ऑपरेट कर रहा है? लोगों के लिए तो बस यही एक पॉइंट था. कितने स्टेक्स लगे होंगे? कितने कंट्रीज में ये बातों के बारे में डिस्कशन चल रहा होगा? See who's winning, and if it is India winning and Pakistan winning, doesn't matter. It is whether Rafale winning against the Chinese J-35s. That was the question.
Yes.
Today we have ordered 3.25 lakh crores ka 114 Rafales. That's what is the question. So, building up our own infrastructure, S-400s, that's what is the question. How beautifully could we defend ourselves, our territorial lands? So this perceptional war, the cyber warfare, obviously the man behind the machine is always sitting and watching and, taking charge. If there is not a fire controller available, the mission cannot be fulfilled. You are the eyes of the skies. You are the ones who are guarding the skies. A man who's sitting in the fighter plane is one guy who's taking it one-on-one. But you are his hands, you are his vision, you are everything to that person. So it's crazy and a challenging role. Every single moment matters, because one moment you do one mistake, it can get catastrophic.
Yes.
ऐसा कभी हुआ आपके साथ कि आपके एक सेकंड की गलती से कुछ, या कभी कुछ ऐसा हुआ कि अगर आपने उस समय कुछ गलत डिसीजन लिया होता या 1 सेकंड का डिले करा होता तो कुछ कैटास्ट्रोफिक हो सकता था?
इसीलिए हमारा ट्रेनिंग हमें इतना रिजिलियंट एंड बहुत इन द मोमेंट थिंक करने के लिए ट्रेन करता है multiple things, and you walk into an ops room and you will see one person doing so many things in one moment, and everything that person is doing at that moment is so crucial for that moment to happen. So it's a really I don't know, when I look back now after retirement and when I look back to myself, wearing that RT and doing things like this, I just look back in awe that मैंने ये सब किया है. That thing comes in because right now things are different. Like at that age, you are how much? 25 years old. Like I was 25 years old when I stepped into that Jodhpur ops room, and then मेरे अंडर एक 55 years old का एक वारंट ऑफिसर भी होगा, एक 21 year old का एक कॉपल भी होगा. ये एज गैप के एयरमैन को मैं मैनेज भी कर रही हूँ, साथ में मैं ये भी देख रही हूँ. सो आई लुक बैक विद वंडर एंड आई लुक एट द यंगस्टर्स राइट नाउ आल्सो विद अ लॉट ऑफ वंडर एंड ऑ.
दिस इज द रियल पावर ऑफ आवर फौज, दैट हमारी फौज वो स्टेक्स हमारे कंधों पे रखती है व्हेन वी आर एट एन एज ऑफ 25, जहाँ पे हम करोड़ों के प्लेन्स करोड़ों की ट्रेनिंग एक फाइटर पायलट के ऊपर जो लगती है, उस सब चीज को हम कहीं ना कहीं से मनूवर कर रहे होते हैं. दैट इज द स्टेक.
एंड एवरीबॉडी राइट फ्रॉम द एयरमैन टू द फाइटर पायलट, एवरीबॉडी इज अलाइन्ड टू वन थिंग, and वो alignment is reminded to you everywhere, right from training, even in ops room, everywhere. सबको पता है कि उसको करना क्या है and उसको करना ही है. There's no doubt about it.
बड़ा अजीब सी बात है, वर्ल्ड में एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोलर्स की जॉब को ना सबसे ज्यादा प्रेशर्ड और सबसे ज्यादा डिमांडिंग जॉब में माना जाता है. हम फाइटर कंट्रोलर्स की तो बात ही नहीं करते बिकॉज इट्स अ मिलिट्री ग्रेड. वी डोंट कम इनटू डिस्कशंस ऑफ मिलिट्री ग्रेड. अब जब आपको पता है एज अ फाइटर कंट्रोलर स्टेक्स आर सो हाई बट देयर इज जीरो पब्लिक रिकग्निशन. काम पर्दे के पीछे आप करते हैं बट नाम किसी और का होता है. कैसा लगता है आपको?
Again, like I took out those two words, let me just take out this word of recognition. इसमें मैं आपको एक छोटा सा little personal story में सुनाती हूँ. जब लोगों को कमेंडेशन मिलता है ना फौज में, क्योंकि चीफ का कमेंडेशन मिल गया, so somebody is disheartened, यार उसको कैसे मिल गया, मुझे नहीं मिला, मैंने भी तो इतना किया है. So I always used to have this internal narrative that recognition is also something, somebody is giving you that appreciation. It's an external source coming to you. So मैं हमेशा, मेरे लिए वो recognition होता था जब मेरे साथ जो बंदे काम कर रहे हैं आके मेरे को बोलते थे कि मैम आज तो जो पिया है आपने कहा ना मजा आ गया, या आपके शिफ्ट में
That's your recognition.
That is recognition for me. So मुझे like I have never felt
वो मायने नहीं रखता कितने commendations मेरे
for me
यूनिफॉर्म पे लगी हुई हैं.
Like अगर मेरे जूनियर से कुछ ऐसे सुनने के लिए मिलता है, या फिर when my senior trusts me. So again a little story. Dinjan in the east, when I went there was this woman officer and she was very strict. Okay, everybody used to be really scared of her. Like मैं as a trainee officer उनके अंडर OJT के लिए मैं जाती थी, मैं उनके कैबिन तक मैं नहीं जाती थी, इतना डर लगती थी. And then जब मैं डिंजान गई थी, मैम used to be our chief operations officer. And मैम का ट्रस्ट गेन करना इज लाइक नियर टू इम्पॉसिबल. सो एक दिन मैम ने मुझे बोला कि हाँ सैदन्या, मैं ना 2 दिन टीडी जा रही हूँ, तू कू है वो 2 दिन के लिए, ठीक है? एंड आई वाज लाइक क्या मैं कू हूँ इन द सेंस
चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर.
Yeah, that's what we call like कू. So I was like, ma'am is leaving that responsibility on me. I could have taken it in 2 ways, because I have seen people taking the handing over of responsibility in 2 ways. Again, coming back to narratives, I can say that okay, somebody is pawning off their work on me and TD जा रहा है, बहुत amazing TD मिला है, or else for me at that moment, Sumita ma'am is trusting the ops room with me. That is recognition for me. I mean, for somebody to trust that responsibility on me, that is recognition.
You have served in Eastern Ladakh, where very few women Indian Air Force officers generally serve, right? If I'm wrong, please do correct me. Now, वहाँ का जो landscape है, altitude है और एक silence. How has that transformed you as a person today? उस समय के challenges आपने हमें बताए, you know, the valley operations and all. Some specific challenge which is still there in your heart?
वहाँ पे I've served in the sense I was attached there during the de-induction time, Galwan time.
जी.
So I could go to places where eastern Ladakh right till the Sino-Indian border I have gone there, and that too in the peak of winters. So वहाँ पे the biggest lesson was mountains always humble you.
Yeah.
No matter how many times, अगर आपने 10 बार आपने माउंटेनियरिंग कोर्स किया है, सो इंस्ट्रक्टर्स बोलते हैं ना, अगर आपने 100 बार भी एवरेस्ट क्लाइंब किए हो, नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू गो टू क्लाइंब अ माउंटेन you are at zero. You will go there as someone who hasn't climbed. You are there to receive what the mountain is going to offer you.
Yeah.
So that is exactly what I felt while I was in Eastern Ladakh. I never felt कुछ कमी नहीं महसूस हुआ, but there were times when हम अपने army used to take us to the places wherever we had to go. हमारे radar जहाँ पे deployed थे. So इंडस के उस पार you could see China. वहाँ पे 4 lane रोड बने हुए हैं, रेंज रोवर्स में गाड़ी चल रहा है. यहाँ पे हमारे MTD को पता है ये ट्रेल फॉलो करो तो उधर पहुँचेगा. So that used to be like यार क्या सूफी जिंदगी है उन लोगों का. But then one thing I learned from that, everything is a blessing in disguise. When I was interacting with these people who were एकदम फेस ऑफ पे जो लोग खड़े थे ना, वो लोग बोल रहे थे कि मैम उनके लिए हीटेड कैबिन्स होते हैं. सो जब उनको बाहर निकल आया उनको तो ठंड लग रहे थे, हमारे लिए तो ये डेली काम था कि वी वर सो एक्लिमेटाइज्ड. सो एवरीथिंग, द रेजिलियंस व्हिच I could see in our people over there, and they were ready and they were very proud of the fact कि वहाँ पे जाके इनको बोलो कि आपको इतना सूफी heated tents दे रहे हैं, आप इधर रहो. I don't think any army troop deployed over there, they will find pride in staying in so much comfort over there, because they take pride कि हमने ये किया.
I think somewhere comfort spoils you. Comfort makes you weak.
Yes.
And that's what is not the legacy of our Indian Army.
Not at all. Yeah. And it was very humbling at the same time, that ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हमने वो गलवान देख लिया, हमने इतने महीनों से सियाचिन में पड़े थे, सो हमें सब कुछ पता है. हर दिन होता था वहाँ पे वाटर परेड. सुबह सब लोग आते थे ल्यूक वार्म वाटर में हाथ डाल के बैठो, बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट टेक द वेदर फॉर ग्रांटेड ओवर देयर. यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट द AMS सिंस यू आर अ माउंटेनियर, एंड इट इज लाइक अगर आप 1 साल से भी वहाँ पे पोस्टेड हो, सुबह आपके बंदे आएंगे आपके सामने, फॉल इन प्रॉपर होगा विद बकेट ऑफ ल्यूक वार्म वाटर. ये भी देखने के लिए मिलता है वहाँ पे. इट्स हम्बलिंग, वेरी वेरी हम्बलिंग.
I've seen Stoke Kangri also as part of the summit, and
that's my
मेरा भी
bucket list.
oxygen level 70 के नीचे जा चुका था. And it was a very long stretch because Stoke Kangri में there was no advanced base camp. So sometimes people feel कि it's just a walkable distance, but sometimes slowly it eats away your energy. And it is very relevant when youngsters next to me were actually spitting yellow thing out or puking it out. And somewhere it makes you humble, because then you work as a team, ensuring that your team member is safe. You talked about the water parade or the lukewarm water parade, how important it is, because these nature का जो एक रोल आता है ना, एक्सट्रीम में रोल आता है, it can be very challenging. And we've seen so many cases including Siachen, when avalanches come, it becomes really a big challenge for us to sustain, ensure our people are safe. And then we obviously lose our lives also at times when it's beyond our control, because you never know what is nature going to play the very next moment. Somewhere I feel, not just as part of the Indian Navy, but as a very demanding role in the Indian Air Force, fear का role क्या होता है? क्या allowed होता है आपको कहीं पे डरना? Because आपके कंधों पर stakes बहुत high होते हैं. So somewhere that balancing act, कि आपका मेंटल स्टेट वो ठीक है कि नहीं, उसके बारे में आप बात कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते अपने सीनियर्स के साथ, कोई काउंसलर्स के साथ, या आपको सीधा बोला जाता है जस्ट कोप ऑन एंड मूव ऑन?
All right. Fear is a very powerful emotion. So मैं आपको within the military setup and life as a whole zoom out करके I can share my thoughts on it.
Okay.
So while I was in the military at that age, मुझे fear as a powerful emotion and how I can use fear as a superpower in the sense how can I turn it around as a superpower, वो ज्ञान नहीं था. Probably Forge was preparing me for that. उस टाइम fear means resilience. आप अपने आप को resilient बनाओ.
एक शील्ड बना के रख लो अपने आसपास.
Yes, there's no scope for fear. मतलब because and Forge is and it is like a emergency situation in Forge always, right?
Yeah.
It is command and control. There is no place for fear over there. It's like immediately जो चीज आप life में थोड़ा okay pause, stop with your fear, understand where it is coming from. ये सब आप microseconds में कर रहे हो. There is no point, no time over there because immediate actions आपको वहाँ पे चाहिए. So you're trained like that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that always you're put on alert. Of course, it is structured very beautifully wherein आपके immediate seniors होते हैं या आपके juniors होते हैं. And फौज में there is this I don't know in Navy आपके ये एक tradition होता है bouncing.
Bouncing नहीं.
Okay, so we have this tradition called as bouncing. So it is a very funny tradition, but I feel that this question actually brought in the idea of bouncing in my mind. अगर आपको बोला गया, अगर आप ऑफिस पे कुछ चीज़ के लिए आपको सीनियर से डांट मिली and then you develop this fear, oh my god, will I be able to do it, self doubt या ऐसे कुछ. So in order to have that one-on-one conversation with your senior, for हमारे Air Force में there's this tradition called bouncing, जिसमें the bachelors have the right to go to your senior's house at any time.
Oh.
So you go. And that is where, when अगर जिस सीनियर ने आपको ऑफिस में बजाया है अच्छे खासे, then उसका मतलब उनके शाम बैचलर्स सारे उनके घर पहुंचेंगे. And the ladies are also groomed like that. So आके and ladies के साथ जो रिश्ता भी ऐसे होता है कि बैचलर्स आके बोलते हैं मैम आपको पता है आज सर ने मुझे डांट लिया बहुत ज्यादा. So the wife would be like क्यों डांटा, बच्चे को क्यों डांटा, and then the senior comes, यार तुम ऐसे कर लेते. तो that is where the real conversation, which in that hierarchy he wouldn't have been able to do it there, and उस time पे it was demanded of the situation to give that dressing down because उस time पे immediate action की requirement थी. But we have such traditions wherein there is ample opportunities for conversations where you can relieve yourself and you can talk about your feelings with your seniors or with your juniors or wherever.
Traditions I think सारे फौज में सेम ही होते हैं. उसका नाम आपने बाउंसिंग बोल दिया. टाइम टाइट ट्रेडिशंस हमारे भी वही हैं.
Okay.
And somewhere I think I don't know if it got diluted down, but it also depends on an individual. How do I take my seniors batting or how he has behaved with me in the morning hours, मैं उसको कैसे आगे लेके चलता हूँ, वो मेरा भी इंट्रिंसिक एक अप्रोच है. Like I may have this opportunity with me also that I can just show up myself at his house and say, sir, I like to have a drink.
Yes.
Yes. That's very intrinsic also. Yes. But I guess if it is a tradition and if it is an acceptable part of our journey together with our peers, with our colleagues, with our seniors, then it's very, very inclusive. It's nice. It's good. You are getting an opportunity, you're getting a platform where you can address something like this, and then you have a comfort and a cushy zone from the madam who says, "Acha, bachche ko kyun daat diya?"
Yes.
I think something similar happens. Maybe I'm aware, maybe I'm not aware. Maybe these so-called the nomenclature maybe are different, but it's very nice to hear it out right from you that something like this goes on as a tradition part of the Indian Air Force.
Yes. But one thing is there, sir, like once I stepped out of the Air Force, I realized that, sometimes you need to sit with the fear. Fear भगवान ने fear element हमारे design में क्यों include किया? उसको कुछ purpose है ना?
अभी आप उसे सुपर पावर में
So
कन्वर्ट कर रहे
that
हैं.
is where your emotional intelligence come into play, wherein you understand where the fear is coming from, what the fear is trying to tell you. So when I am interacting with with the people whom I coach, I just tell them that fear is like a fire alarm. आपका कुछ ना कुछ सिस्टम में ना कहीं कुछ valve, जैसे for example, if you're a generous person and you're a giver, you're a giver, you keep on giving, then you get exhausted. So that exhaustion is an alert. Similarly, fear is also bringing a message. It's like a fire alarm. बस pause करके, rather than getting swept away in that loud, shrieky noise of the fire alarm, pause. किसका alarm बज रहा है? अच्छा, क्या दिक्कत हो रहा है? अच्छा, okay, fine. That has been taken care of. Fear goes away. It's just that fear needs some attention and love.
And I think somewhere in this rat race, we don't know when to take a pause.
That is what I help people with. When to take a pause.
And that's when we don't realize how to handle our fears. And it becomes a very repetitive thing. And there comes a time when when everything blows.
Yes.
Somewhere it's a very deeper meaning that taking a pause when we feel that there's some kind of exhaustion coming in our giving attitude and a perspective. Somewhere in our line of duty, we feel we don't like somebody, we don't like the way somebody talks to us. We are getting too mentally exhausted, we are getting too physically exhausted. We are not ready for a challenge which is all about life, somebody else's life. So that fear purges in, it stays there, and we don't pause to address it, and it stays with us. And in our lifetime, this fear subconsciously has really gone deep inside us, and it comes out in various different forms.
Absolutely.
In our personal relationships, in our so-called corporate lives, when we have changed over from military to corporate, in our handling skills of our children, in our handling skills of our own spouses, because somewhere we have never taken that pause and starts reflecting in every aspect that we are dealing with. The public presence, the stage presence, the family presence, the emotional balancing act. I think this is something which our Gen Z also need to understand, that if they are also experiencing somewhere that they're feeling exhausted, it's time for them to take a pause.
Absolutely.
Has it ever happened with you that you would have emotionally broken down, and then because it was call of the duty, you went beyond it and you were not able to take that pause and you kept going on and on?
In my early years,
it can be an operation, it can be anything, yeah.
In my early years, when, I used to go by that standard that senior ने बोला है तो करना ही है.
Funda clear है.
Funda clear है. करना ही है. So I never used to take a pause. Like even if academy में I had a injury, pelvic injury, and I used to run with that. That's where now I realize that injury के साथ दौड़ना, recovery is something which you give to your body so that you can come back. उस time पे नहीं दौड़ना है, फौजी है, दौड़ना है. And then I made it worse. So things like that used to happen before. But now when I look at it, no.
Because you have not transformed into a coach.
That time probably, that boundary or your self-love, wherein this, for me to show up in my best version possible, I need to be nourished. That idea had not sunk in. At that age, it's like, no, this also. So you keep on stretching yourself.
I have no clue whether this kind of maturity comes with age or it comes with experience. Because at that point of time also, injury is telling us to stop, but we don't stop. In the so-called line of duty, call of duty, we push ourselves. There can be a scenario where we know that our adversaries are there, our pilots are airborne, our planes are airborne, we cannot, sleep. We start emulating ourselves in their situations. our forces guys are, battling. I mean, we look at our history. You talk about Eastern Ladakh, you talk about 120 Bahadur, Razangla. I mean, every single mindset at that point of time would like to retrieve, would like to go to a cushion area, would like to, just walk out, because they know they're facing their deaths at this point of time, at that point of time. But there, it is beyond fear.
That is beyond
That
fear.
is-
That
that
is
is very
the
different.
situation. I'm talking about when you are not in the emergency sort of
Yes,
situation.
yes.
So you should know when. That's why the idea of balance, when to pull out. That thing, the idea of balance.
That's very important. yeah.
Very important in the sense that when you are in such a situation, how much like you can go all out because that is your purpose. That is
And
your
whether
drive.
it is required also or not.
No, when you are in, like, imagine you are in the line of duty and then you are in the situation, like you brought up examples like Rizangla, there, nobody would think, oh my god, abhi to mujhe dar lag raha hai, main then to tumhara purpose kya hai, soldier banne ka. That is where you live your purpose. But on a daily basis, are you nourishing yourself to show up for your purpose in the best version of yourself? That is where the
I would like to
work
take up
is.
few of my episodes talking only about the edgy lifestyle that our forces people have to undergo.
Mhm.
When they have to eliminate some adversaries, how it transforms them as a human, killing somebody else, another human. And when they try to come back to their normal personal lives, are they still edgy? Are they short-tempered? Are they actually looking for some counseling from humans, or they're looking from divine counseling? That is what I want to take up. If I have to ask you about your most challenging operational tenure, you have talked about Galwan. Is there anything which you would like to reflect on, the most challenging role that you've ever played as a fighter controller?
As a fighter controller, I think my most challenging role would have been in this particular posting when Galwan happened, because it was a totally different experience in the sense that I saw the Air Force scenario of how things happened, like how things are happening in the air live, and how one tiny information can be a game changer. And on the ground, how that information giver plays its role. So for me, the challenging part would be, there were times when ये information पहुंचता नहीं था टाइम पे, जिसके वजह से बहुत chaos होते थे. तब होता था कि यार ये टाइम पे पहुंचा तो then we could have done this. But there's always, Fauji finds a way out in every situation, but you're like, okay, then it's a lesson learned. So Galwan
Yeah.
wale time pe, that particular posting, from a leadership point of view, like that is very personal in that scenario, in that station. From a leadership point of view, that posting was
Very demanding.
very demanding, in the sense, not me as a leader, me working under a leader, because वो leader के under भी बहुत सारे pressures थे. So वो, now when I look back, I take a lot of lessons from that particular posting. What
what
to
is
be and what not to be.
What's a real game changer? The real game changer is that हमारी जनता में काफ़ी लोगों को इस aspect के बारे में पता ही नहीं है. The best part that has happened today is about the sensitization of the Indian Air Force role during the Galwan operations. Because अभी भी शायद बॉलीवुड में कोई मूवी आएगी जहाँ पे हम full on physical combats में one on one, एक घुसा पड़ रहा, मुक्का पड़ रहा है. And that's what people know about Galwan operations. कोई पानी में गिर रहा है, कोई river में गिर रहा है. How 300 above of their
Yes.
adversary side soldiers lost their lives. So शायद उसी को dramatically दिखाया भी जाएगा, उसी को amplify करा जाएगा. But on a very pragmatic role, how Indian Air Force was undergoing a challenging part. This is what the fighter controller has told us today. That is the game changer in terms of sensitization of our people today. ऐसा कोई पर्सनल लेवल पे आपका कुछ एक लम्हा आया जहाँ पे बिटवीन चूजिंग समथिंग फ्रॉम योर करियर और पर्सनल लाइफ में आप भी डिलेमा में थी, एंड इट वाज वेरी चैलेंजिंग मोमेंट फॉर यू?
No, somehow personal life and career went hand in hand because my husband is also a fighter controller. So हम एक
Okay.
दूसरे को shift handover करते
तो
थे.
ऐसा कुछ भी ट्रेडिशन है कि एक फाइटर कंट्रोलर एक दूसरे फाइटर कंट्रोलर के साथ शादी करता है बिकॉज वो उसके लेवल के अंडरस्टैंडिंग रख सकता है, उसके चैलेंजेस को समझ सकता है.
No,
बिकॉज घर आके
actually-
ऐसे लड़ाई नहीं होगी, यार आज मेरा ऑपरेशंस में इतना था तो मुझे तंग मत करो यार, परेशान मत करो. घर आए और पति देव हमारे बैठे हैं, वो भी फाइटर कंट्रोलर हैं, तो दे विल से अच्छा तेरा आज रोल मेरे को पहले से ही पता था.
अगर आपने फाइटर कंट्रोलर शादी अगर देखोगे तो आपके शादी के इनिशियल इयर्स लाइक मेरे लाइक फॉर मी फॉर द फर्स्ट 8 years ऑफ आवर लाइफ वी वर जस्ट हैंडिंग ओवर शिफ्ट. आज ये रडार ऑन है, जहाज इधर है एंड देन ओके शिफ्ट ब्रीफ्ड एंड हैंडेड ओवर. अच्छा घर पे ये यहाँ पे रखा है, मैंने मीट को ये बोल दिया, ओके देन द अदर पर्सन गोज होम. सो वी हैव बीन जस्ट लाइक हैंडिंग ओवर टेकिंग ओवर ऑफ शिफ्ट होता है. अगर किसी का ऑफ एंड अगर मेरी ऑफ है एंड माई हस्बैंड इज ऑन आफ्टरनून शिफ्ट, देन इट्स अ मॉर्निंग टाइम व्हेन वी get together. So it used to like for 8 years of our wedding, it was this was our lifestyle.
अगर इससे वेडिंग से पहले जाऊं तो कहीं ना कहीं ये जो एक्सचेंज ऑफ ड्यूटी हुआ उसमें एक्सचेंज ऑफ लव भी वहीं पे हुआ था.
Yeah, he's my coursemate, by the way.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware.
Yeah. We
So-
did we started our journey in Air Force together.
Wow.
Like we were in the same squad and we were very good friends. And then later on, it just the friendship just graduated into a wedding. That's all.
It's actually a very beautiful thing to listen to people who have lived together as coursemates, got married, served together, the same line of action, the similar call of duty, and progressively they are together and still going strong.
Thank you.
Something which I would love to ask from any guest, not from the perspective of the gender, any biases, but as a female, if you get a rebirth, right? वैसे तो बोलते हैं 84 लाख यूनियों के बाद ही आपको जन्म मिलेगा. क्या आप फिर भी इंडियन एयरफोर्स ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगी?
मुझे एलिमेंट ऑफ सरप्राइज बहुत अच्छा लगता है. सो अगर इफ यू गिव मी दिस चॉइस ऑफ अगर इफ यू आर रीबॉर्न, I don't know what I would be reborn
It
with.
can be anything.
It can be anything. So I would like to keep that element of surprise because I know that wherever is birth me, I was blessed to have Air Force and
Yeah.
this journey with the Miracle Trail. Everything it just landed right. But for it to land right, I also went through a lot of internal challenges. So it's like मैं वो कोई सा भी birth लो, whatever role I am being born again, if a rebirth exists, it's about how I maneuver through the journey of life, how I take on the challenges with grace. I can always choose to, be a victim and sit, pause, or be stagnant, or I can go ahead. So that's my answer for this question. I like the element of surprise. So whatever it is, all I ask for is that जो भी रोल में मुझे वापस यहाँ पे भेजो, उस रोल को अच्छे तरह like I can show up for that role and serve the purpose of that role and maneuver through the challenges.
How beautifully brought out. Element of surprise is something which now I can at least understand that Indian Air Force has given you. So when you rebirth, let's say any other endeavor, when it brings that element of surprise to you, that challenging, so-called challenging quotient, both emotionally, mentally, physically, I don't know if it is financially also, but if that is there, something, something you'll be able to connect to, right? Somewhere when I read about you, mountains have been a recurring theme in your life. We talked about the northern, the eastern, and the western. Central, you have been working on the admin aspects. All these sectors have also been, different mountain terrains. And then you've been to, I guess, you've done the base camp also, Everest Base Camp?
Yes, Everest Base Camp.
So how does these mountains, I don't know, how do you connect with the mountains? First of all, I would like to understand that part. And how do they influence you, in your journey of life, even now? That aspect I would like to understand.
And that's one of my favorite questions.
Wow.
Because mountains are very, very dear to me. Maybe because I grew up there.
Munnar.
Yeah, I grew up in Munnar. And I feel extremely blessed to have grown up in Munnar at that era in time when Munnar was a very small town, and it was like a different ecosystem. And जो hierarchy हम फौज में देखते हैं, it was a similar culture over there, plantation.
Okay,
Tea plantations. Because it's a British brought both the culture here, no? So, but again, फौज में hierarchy है, but वो unity है. Same over there. There was that, unsaid rules, but at the same time, mountains teach you how to be humble. So, biggest lesson from the mountain is to be humble. So, मेरे को Munnar, when I left Munnar for higher studies and everything, that feeling of home always comes from the mountain. So whenever, अगर मैं ईस्ट में हो या नॉर्थ में हो, जब भी कोई पहाड़, वो जो चढ़ाई जब शुरू होता है ना, I somehow it
दिल का
just
connect
हाँ
बनता है।
हो जाता है कि feeling at home. And mountaineering course and everything again reinstated that belief that humble. And you see people from the mountains when you interact with people from the northeast or पहाड़ों में, कहीं पे भी आप पहाड़ों में जाओ, because they are away and they are living in that extreme conditions, they're so close to nature, they're so grounded, so down to earth. उनको नहीं पता है कि अगर आप स्क्वाड्रन लीडर हो, विंग कमांडर हो या फिर कोई CEO CXO हो, वो आपसे सेम ही टोन में आप उनके बच्चे के साथ भी वैसे ही बात करेंगे, आपके साथ भी वैसे ही बात करेंगे. For them it's just a human connection. That's the beauty I love, that draws me to the mountain, the groundedness of the people over there and how humble they are.
And somewhere humbleness का जो एक कनेक्ट है माउंटेन्स के साथ, जो मैं जब लिखता हूँ तब मैंने ये भी चीज़ को महसूस करा था कि माउंटेन हर एक ट्रैकर को अपने समिट पे भी जगह दे देता है, चाहे वो कितना स्टीप हो. आर यू गेटिंग द इन डेप्थ पार्ट? चाहे वो कितना भी फैला हो, आज के युग में हम माउंटेन्स के जो बिल्कुल जहाँ पे वो धरती से टच होता है, वहाँ पे हम घर भी बना लेते हैं.
Yes.
People might say that it's exploitation. So माउंटेन हमें वहाँ पे भी जगह दे देता है, माउंटेन अपने रिच पे भी जगह दे देता है. एंड माउंटेन्स कितना भी बड़ा और विशाल हो जाए, अल्टीमेटली वो धरती के साथ हमेशा कनेक्टेड रहता है. सो दैट हम्बलनेस इज देयर इन दैट beautiful landscape, and it's always teaching us to be humble to everybody around us. Today you are the principal coach at the Miracle Trail. And can you just tell our audience what is this Miracle Trail all about, and how do you help people? आप लोग कैसे मदद करते हैं people who come and seek some help from you?
All right. So just like the word, the Miracle Trail.
Yeah.
Miracle, we are taught that miracles are like supernatural experiences.
हाँ, मतलब आप magicians तो नहीं हैं?
नहीं, magician तो नहीं है. हम बस
हाथ की सफाई तो नहीं करते आप?
कुछ नहीं करते हैं. हम बस magic facilitate करते हैं. हमारा, if I have to put it in a nutshell, हम बस हमारे पास जो लोग आते हैं उनको हम ये support देते हैं कि magic आपके अंदर ही है. You are the curator of the miracles which you can create. Only thing is that you need to change the story around it. So we support them in changing the narratives. When you learn neuro-linguistic programming, it talks about how people think, how people communicate, and how people perceive reality. जैसे अभी हम दोनों दिल्ली में हैं, but your definition of Delhi and my definition of Delhi is different.
Okay.
And if you look at the map of Delhi, Google Map में एक navigation map होगा, एक satellite map होगा. So it's like whatever reality which I perceive, it's like representation. शायद मेरे दिमाग में जो reality चल रहा है वो navigation map होगा, and आपके अंदर satellite map होगा. So what we do in the Miracle Trail is that how you are perceiving reality, is that reality making you feel stuck, and are you not progressing, are you not growing in life?
तो आपका कहने का मतलब है कि आप उनको एक रियलिटी चेक देते हैं?
It's not a reality check. Whatever problem they're coming up with, we sort of understand what are the stories behind the idea of this problem. ये actually problem है या नहीं? Are you telling
Oh,
yourself
that
the
way.
story that okay मेरे को fear of failure है
हाँ,
कि okay मैं इतने सालों से मुझे fear of failure है जिसकी वजह से ये हो रहा है ये हो रहा है
और
ये
वो
हो
उनके लिए
रहा
वो
है
सच बन चुका है.
वो सच बन चुका है एंड वो लोग काफी लोग उनको पता भी नहीं होगा कि ये fear of failure से आ रहा है सो वो लोग हमारे पास ओके आई एम हैविंग दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम और हमेशा जो हमारे पास आते हैं उनको प्रॉब्लम होने की जरूरत भी नहीं है जैसे हमारे पास देयर इज दिस लेडी हु हैड कम शी वांटेड टू पब्लिश अ बुक
Okay.
so we helped her publish a book and when in the act of publishing the book we
Hmm.
uncovered a lot of fears and a lot of narratives which we supported her in changing so that's where the storytelling part comes
And that's where you were telling me that I should write a book.
yeah yes yes
Now I get the essence.
Yes. So it's all about what reality you're perceiving. It's through the stories you tell yourself. If you're not able to understand the stories, we provide you that support. It's like मैं आपको as a coach सब लोग मेरे से पूछते हैं अच्छा तुम बहुत ज्ञान बांट रही है तुम लोगों को एडवाइस देते हैं मैं किसी को एडवाइस नहीं देती हूँ as a coach. You're not allowed to give advice. What we do over there is that we just hold the light so that when we take you on a journey and we help you look within where it's like देखो solution इधर पड़ा है आपके अंदर ही we're just holding the light for you so we ask powerful questions through which we take the people who are coming to us to those answers
How beautiful.
and we believe that miracles happen when you make a shift from within that's how we
True.
create miracles
And that's why it's called the miracle and the trail
that's why we
together,
call
because
it the miracle
you are
trail.
the ones who take the light along this trail and show people the path, the trail, and the miracle is obviously there inside
It's
them.
a trail of miracles. No, your
Yeah.
life itself is a trail of miracles.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I understand that you guys design guided. I'm sorry for using you guys. मैंने आपको अपने से अलग नहीं करा, but you as an entity, you design guided meditations. Is it right?
Yes.
How do you design them? You know, is it like design as a generic purpose? You know, on a very broad spectrum, or is it unique for every single human?
So at the Miracle Trail, like let me give you a little background.
Yeah.
Okay, the founder of the Miracle Trail, Mehika Roy, she is my mentor.
Okay.
Like she is one huge reason why I came into the world of coaching.
Okay.
So मैंने जिंदगी में कभी meditation नहीं किया था until I met
मैंने भी
her.
नहीं किया.
Yes. And then I experienced meditation. I was like, wow, ये तो बहुत ही अच्छा experience है. Then once I got into the world of coaching and when I got trained in NLP, that's when I was like, oh, storytelling plays a key role in curating meditations. So जैसे आपने पूछा, is it personalized for a person or can it be in general? It can be both. Like
Okay.
in a session, I have had meditations which are interactive. Like NLP meditations are generally interactive when you put your the person whom you are coaching in a state of meditation, and then you can ask them questions, and then they'll talk to you. There are general meditations also. So storytelling becomes an integral part in both the cases because हम एंड ऑफ द डे क्या ही कर रहा है आपके जो नैरेटिव जो आपको सर्व नहीं कर रहा है उसको हटा के एक नैरेटिव आप में इंस्टॉल कर रहे हो या आपको एक वी जस्ट शो ओपनिंग अ स्टेज फॉर यू वेयर यू कैन रीराइट द स्टोरी
So you mean to say that storytelling is a powerful tool for
yes
this?
absolutely
Any specific example that you can give us through storytelling? आपने कैसे किसी चीज को curate करा हो?
ऑल राइट जैसे अगर कोई मेरे पास आता है कि मेरे को मुझे ना कुछ करने का मन नहीं कर रहा है आई डोंट हैव अ ड्राइव टू डू एनीथिंग आई एम प्रोक्रास्टिनेटिंग सो देन यू टॉक टू दैट पर्सन एंड देन यू रियलाइज दैट ओके इसमें कुछ तो सेल्फ वर्थ का इशू है सो वेरी रिसेंट इंसिडेंट व्हिच आई एम अबाउट टू टेल यू
Okay.
सो मैंने पूछा ओके सेल्फ वर्थ का इशू है आपको पहली बार कब ऐसा हुआ यू गेट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन देन आई रियलाइज ओके एज अ चाइल्ड दिस गर्ल वाज very thin and then her parents everybody used to tell around her that okay you're very thin and then they consulted a doctor and then after that she started gaining weight so this happened in her childhood Now she is like 45 years old, and she's still, all her life decision somewhere depends on that thing.
She's still carrying that burden with her.
Yeah, I'm not looking good. I'm not, and this act of not looking, this thought of not looking good has seeped into every aspect. Career, maybe, am I worthy enough of that? क्यों करना है? Procrastination and all. So मैंने like through a meditation, I asked her like, okay, where is the fear coming from? Where is this coming from? Where is the self-doubt coming from? When was the first time you felt that? So she, what can you see in front of you? So she said, I see myself, the little girl who's been told, okay, you don't look good. Okay, so now you're sitting with that little girl, yes. So in that storytelling part इसमें आता है कि आप उसका सीन बना दो, जैसे अभी आपने ये सेटिंग किया है ना. So similarly, आप imagine a place where you're comfortable, maybe your favorite place where you feel grounded. Are you ready to have a conversation with this inner self of yours, or that child who was hurt? So just imagine that little girl coming in. Observe her, and वो पूरा scene setting आप करते हो meditation में, and then पूछोगे, जब आप as a wiser, evolved person who has lived the journey of life, what would you like to tell this little girl who is still stuck in that fear? उनको आपने जितना आपने journey देखा, आप क्या बताओगे? So she said, इसका कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. She knows. See, now the answer is within her. Now when she tells that to her, that vision में जो बताते हैं बच्चे को कि इसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So okay, then what is the बच्चा doing? What would you like to give the child? I would like to give her a hug, and then give her some love, and I would like to tell her that she's worthy of so many things, and it becomes very emotional. And then you're facilitating that scene where, okay, why don't you give the child a tight hug? What is the child doing? The child is crying. Okay, let her cry. What would you like to tell the child? So she is actually consoling herself, but I have set the scene for her. And once that is done, then, positioning that child in a safe space, that also I create for this person. And it's like आप Navy का एक बहुत ही the lapel pin which you are wearing, anchor. So I anchor that image that now this child is at a safe space. So whenever you feel even a little prick of that self-doubt coming, just remember, anchor to that image. That image should give you a reassurance that
the child is safe, the child is happy.
Yes, there's no room for self-doubt. That's it.
बड़ा मुश्किल होता है हम जैसे फौजीज के लिए ना, ये अंडरस्टैंड करना और ग्रास्प करना, बिकॉज हमें क्या सिखाया जाता है, वो खोतिया, it's this fear is not meant for you. I start behaving properly. Cope up, man, move on. That's what I brought out earlier also. So this narrative of actually teleporting that human back to where this entire trauma started from, if I can use that strong word called trauma, it is actually redefining that human's or that lady's total mindset at this point of time when she's now 45. And probably she was such a young child at that point of time when people would, ask her or tell her, खाना खा लो, extra खा लो. हम फौज में तो ये चीज़ें ना हम कभी इनके रूबरू ही नहीं हो पाते, क्योंकि हमें इससे इतना डिटैच कर दिया जाता है. I don't know if that's the extreme end of the spectrum to make a human so strong and robust कि उसके अंदर सेल्फ डाउट आए ना. बट वो सेल्फ डाउट आता है, मेरे अंदर भी आता है.
सेल्फ डाउट मतलब हमारा डिजाइन ही ऐसा है ना. अगर उसको रखा है तो कुछ पर्पस के लिए रखा है. वो आ रहा है तो इसका मतलब आपका कुछ सही नहीं चल रहा है, उसको रेगुलेट करो. मैं वही बोल देती हूँ कि इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस टीचेस यू दैट एवरी इमोशन इज पार्ट ऑफ योर टीम. If you're angry, it's just a part of you which is angry at that point. बाकी आपका जो parts, they are performing well. So if that part is loud, then simply that part पूछो कि भाई तू क्यों चिल्ला रहा है, क्या दिक्कत है तुम्हारे में, बताओ, मैं हूँ यहाँ पे. वो हम conversation नहीं करते हैं. We either shove it under the carpet or you take it out on someone, and then you just go on and on in life. that pause and understanding gives you, that's where the, anger, fear, guilt, everything turns into a superpower.
That's where the miracle happens.
Yes, that's where the miracle happens.
Right. So you often talk about something beyond success, the real state of being. What does that mean in today's fast achievement driven aspects in the human life?
Yeah,
Just being in the state of being.
Yeah, this is again another favorite question. State of being will define what you want from life, right? अगर आप ये रैट रेस में हो, मुझे ये करना है, वो करना है, ये करना है, एंड ऑफ द डे आपने ये सब कर लिया तो आपको क्या चाहिए? लाइक व्हाट आर यू गेटिंग आउट ऑफ इट? ओके, मुझे बुक पब्लिश करना है, जैसे आपने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बोला. व्हाट इज द बुक ब्रिंगिंग इनटू योर लाइफ? व्हाट इज द स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग?
I don't know, it's visibility, fame, my self-achievement, a feeling of self-achievement that I can do it. Probably, or maybe I want to leave a legacy of my own existence, because I know that I may not be here, but my words will stay. Now, I don't know if that is also right way to, poise myself with the extra, efforts, poise myself or instill an additional, coping mechanism, or somewhere where I feel that I need to work hard, not from the totally an achievement driven perspective, but a very holistically, a very self-improvement perspective too. But if it boils down to, comparative analysis, I will always have self-doubt. If I compare myself with Salman Rushdie, I'll say, where I am, who am I? That question again will perch in. So, the catch is that as humans, we don't have any defining, ideologies. Whether I want to be an author, whether I want to be a good podcaster, whether I want to have 10 million subscribers or millions of subscribers, there is no, strict regime, or there is no defining thing. It's just that if I'm having this conversation with you, am I doing it with the perspective, अच्छा आगे जाके सब्सक्राइबर्स बढ़ेंगे कितने, या किसी को ये चीज़ समझ आएगी, इनकी लैंग्वेज लोग पकड़ पाएंगे कि ना पकड़ पाएंगे? ये क्वेश्चंस हमें कहीं ना कहीं इंटरनली ग्रो कराता है, बिकॉज वी रियलाइज दैट समवेयर हमारा जो हार्ट है, जो हमारा दिल है, जो हमारा दिमाग है, उसको हमें सेटल करना है कि इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट सब्सक्राइबर्स, इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट दिस एंटायर फ्रेम. It is not about my book becoming a bestseller, but it's about my one step ahead. I may not know whether it's one step ahead or one step behind, but at this point of time, when I see, let's say, an example of book, I feel it's one step ahead, because that's my fear. Now I cannot write.
Okay. So let me just give you another, explain with another example. In the sense that, जैसे आपको book is a sign of growth. One step ahead is that growth mindset of your speaking.
Yeah.
Because that is very integral to you. Like I've been in conversation and following you on LinkedIn, so I know that you have got a very powerful growth mindset. You cannot be stagnant. You have to keep on moving.
Okay.
So that is one of your core value. And you also said that अगर मैं फ्यूचर में ना रहे तो मेरा जो कहानी, मेरा लेगेसी मैं छोड़, that is like you want to create impact through your wisdom.
Yes.
Like it is again an act of giving. You could have chosen, मैंने मेहनत करके मैंने ये कुछ सीखा, मैं क्यों बताऊं लोगों को? But it is again that generosity wherein आपका जर्नी, यू आर स्ट्रक्चरिंग इट, आप मेहनत करके इतना पब्लिशर, एवरीथिंग, इट गोज थ्रू अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोसेस. इफ यू आर पुटिंग सो मच एफर्ट फॉर दैट विजडम टू रीच पीपल, सो योर narrative about the book should be not like on that line कि मैं क्या desire, what is the state of being I desire. When that wisdom is shared, my generosity is being celebrated. My journey is being celebrated. My journey is creating an impact. I'm actually giving wisdom to someone. And I am growing in the act of going through this entire process. And I love the act of growing because I am designed in such a way that my comfort zone mein stagnant nahi ho sakta. That is the state of being you desire. That should be your, जैसे आप कॉम्पस को अलाइन करते हैं ना, वैसे मुझे वहाँ पहुँचना है, वो मेरा डेस्टिनेशन है। एंड वो अलाइनमेंट के लिए योर कोर वैल्यू ऑफ जेनरोसिटी, योर कोर वैल्यू ऑफ ग्रोथ माइंडसेट, इसके अलोंग यू अलाइन इट टू दैट डेस्टिनेशन। अब वो डेस्टिनेशन आपको पता चला, आपका कंपास इज ऑल्सो पॉइंटिंग देयर, उसके बीच में माइलस्टोन्स होगा। मुझे पहले फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट बनाना है, सेकंड ड्राफ्ट बनाना है, एक एडिटर को ढूंढना है, मैंने पब्लिश कर लिया, इतना बुक सेल हो गया, मे बी मेरे को अमेज़ॉन ने मुझे बेस्ट सेलर डिक्लेयर कर लिया, मेरे को ये ओपरा विनफ्रे शो में मुझे बुला लिया एज अ गेस्ट टू स्पीक अबाउट माय बुक। एंड नाउ दैट फियर विल कम, ओपरा के शो में मुझे कौन बुलाएगा, दैट इज फियर टॉकिंग। Okay, wherein if your destination is there to create impact, to celebrate your generosity, that is the desired state, then आपका वो जो प्यार towards that destination and inclination में आप सपना, you can dream. It is how you align your compass towards the milestone which you have paved. And वो milestone, is it aligned to you? Am I doing it for fame or am I doing it for impact? That is a question, that is a narrative you ask yourself. And when you allow the external narrative to mess up with your head, that will fuel your self-doubt and fear. That's why I always ask this question. For how long have you been allowing this to happen to you? For how long have you been allowing this fear to influence your decisions? So that allowing part, you have the controls. It is your life, your dream, you have the controls. And that compass, internal compass, is also within you. You just have to use that power of choice to align it, choose the milestones and travel to the desired state of being. Life में आपको क्या चाहिए? Like if somebody asks me, what do you want in your life? मुझे शांति चाहिए first and foremost. I need peace of mind. I need adventure also. I cannot मुझे adventure brings something very special in me. I need adventure. I need love. I need a lot of elements. So मेरा destination, my goals in life, my intentions will be set if I'm able to set it aligned to what I desire in life. If my milestones are aligned to that path, then that is my miracle trail.
I think beyond the realm of the entire social media platform, it's a divine calling for me at this point of time when I'm talking to you and when this recording is happening. Obviously, the editing will come out and a lot of other elements will be added to it. I think it's about self-realization. You talked about adventure. There are people who want to connect with peace. आपने शांति की बात करी. There are people who want to connect with love in humanitarian perspective. There are people who are trying to connect with wisdom because there is always self-doubt.
Yeah.
Now, somewhere, all these things, either they become goals for people, and if they are these people's goals, how do they connect with these deeper desires is something which you are paving the way for them.
Yeah.
For me, I think for so many people. And honestly speaking, all this life, I have never felt the desire of, communicating to anybody my inner doubts other than my wife and maybe my mother or my father. Obviously not to my daughter, but they are there. And I don't know, आपने बोला ना कब से start हुआ? I don't even know ये कब से start हुआ. If today I'm sitting in the so-called your guest chair in your session, I may not be able to answer many things because it's where it started. I cannot even have a rain check. So I think it's very important for us to realize the power of understanding that these self-doubts can be very catastrophic. And if we don't deal with them with a pause and take some help, whether it's a coach, a mental coach, or anybody who is guided by certain principles, guided by certain nuances, I think we are losing a lot. losing a lot in terms of our further progress. Because there comes an exhaustion, there comes a standpoint where we see we are stagnated. And that's when you talked about the core value. My core value is still, driving me. I want to be better, but I'm stagnated. So ये जो एक जंजीरें जो हमारी बंध जाती है ना, उस चीज़ को तोड़ के उससे आगे निकलने के लिए sometimes more than self motivation, you need guided motivations. And I think that's very important to reach out to our deeper desires in life.
I think biggest in one of these, I forgot the name of the book. Your daughter must be knowing about the horse and the mole and the boy. There's this caricature book. I totally forgot. It's a book which is very, very dear to me. उसमें पूछता है सबसे डिफिकल्ट टास्क क्या होता है, मतलब जिसके लिए you need a lot of courage is to ask for help because you're being vulnerable at that time. मुझे मदद चाहिए.
But tell me something, for somebody who's feeling stuck or somebody who's feeling lost, what are the first questions they should be asking themselves?
I think first and foremost is to be aware of the fact that
There is some problem.
कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. That awareness and then preventing yourself कि हाँ कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, we'll distract ourselves. थोड़ी देर Instagram देख लो या book. And now that we have so many ways and means. या फिर people get extremely productive just because they don't want to address one thing. But that will be like a pebble in your shoe.
It'll keep you hurting.
It will keep pricking. So to understand that it is a part of you, which is having that problem. अगर आप वो part को साथ में लेके जाओगे तो you will be like advancing towards a better version of yourself. If you have that little painful thing somewhere you have hidden, locked up, it can grow into a cancer if not addressed. It can seep into
Malignant.
other areas of your life. So first, emotional intelligence ka first pillar itself is self-awareness. Be aware and accept the very act of being aware of it. No, मेरे को गुस्सा आ रहा है, बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है. Itself will be like, will tone you down. कि आप कुछ मत बोल, बहुत गुस्से में कुछ मत बोल. That awareness, it sounds very funny now,
Yes.
but the awareness can be a game changer. Then once you read and when you have somebody to guide you through the entire journey, then you will learn how to regulate it, and then you will also understand where the other person is operating from. At times आप बहुत सही सलामत जा रहे हो, then somebody comes and pokes you. So then where is the other person coming from? उनका कौन से part के वजह से वो ऐसे behave कर रहा है? When you start understanding that, then you elevate to that social awareness and relationship management.
It's very difficult to sometimes I listen to learned people, and when they say that don't let the external forces dictate you, it's very difficult.
No. It's
Because-
an ongoing journey, sir. I would
and
say.
it's impossible. Sometimes we have expectations. Sometimes we connect to a human so closely that we start expecting that they know every side of me. Why are they behaving this way? And there is that frustration that can just trigger some reaction of yours which you may not be aware of, that is there inside you. यार कम से कम ये तो मेरे साथ ऐसे बात नहीं करती, या ये मेरे साथ ऐसे बात नहीं करता, बाकी लोगों से तो मैं एक्सपेक्ट करता हूँ, दे आर नॉट पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ माई लाइफ. इसका कोई अंत ही नहीं है. आई डोंट नो. But I think, as you've rightly brought out, it's an ongoing journey and an ongoing progressive mindset. I will now take you to the rapid fire questions. There are no safe answers though. The first question is, Indian Air Force ये एक institution है या एक emotion है?
Emotion.
I guessed it. Fear, you say in your words, is it weakness or is it intelligence?
Intelligence.
Silence, is it protection or a pressure?
Silence is more powerful than protection or pressure. I think it's a place where the soul, regenerates.
Regenerates. Beautiful. Tougher battle. Is it the enemy or yourself?
Yourself.
One thing that uniform gave you,
Stories.
and that's what you're using now. One thing it ever took away from you?
I don't think so. Anything.
Quite a safe answer, I must say then.
No, it's like how can something take anything away from you?
Probably if you are giving it away.
Yeah.
I get the answer.
Uh,
Service for you finally means what?
Service is my purpose. अगर मैं एयरफोर्स में नहीं होते तो भी like I was always aligned to giving. Like for me, that core value of giving is there. So मुझे service के anything aligned to service lights me up. Yeah. It's my
पहले
purpose.
सर्विस से पहले एक और हमने वर्ड यूज करा था, a feeling of what was the word you used when we talked about Indian Air Force, and I asked you that if Air Force नहीं होता, so the next rebirth you would align with what kind of services?
Element of surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
देखा कैसे कैसे answers change
That
करवाते
is
हैं.
aligned to the other core value of adventure.
True. So adventurous element is obviously talking here.
Yes.
If I have to, solemnly close this entire episode and this chapter with Sadhanya M. Ansari, my last question would be, from a fighter to a mental coach, from a fighter controller to a mental coach today, what has been your biggest inner shift in your own journey?
I think my biggest inner shift is learning how to look back with grace. Whatever happened in your life, looking back at the past with grace and understanding that it is in the present we create our past as well as future. Everything you do now is going in history and it is fueling what you are going to be in future. So when you are aware that it is in the present, you're creating your past and future, things are aligned. Your choices are aligned.
And it's the most difficult thing to do.
Yes.
I'm very glad if your services, basically your career in the Indian Air Force, has given you that in-depth, sort of, growth, a mental growth, and a realization that this inner shift, which has happened, something to do from your past to your present and your future has to have a balance, because everything is connected. Your traumas in your past has a connect in your present today. Your present today, if it is not it's not aligned the right way, it may impact your future. So I think this is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard till now. And honestly speaking, I wasn't expecting such in-depth answer, So it's pretty alarming, and in a way, it's a beautiful answer. I think stories with a storyteller is the most beautiful way of having a candid conversation. And हर एक story के पीछे छुपा एक author होता है. उस author के साथ कुछ ना कुछ घटनाएं हुई होती हैं. हम जैसे लोग, अगर हम जैसे लोग में मैं अपने आप को डालना चाहूँ, जो फौज में रह चुके हैं और अपने आप को रिक्लेम करते हैं एज प्राउड वेटरन्स, इतनी सारी स्टोरीज हमारी ज़िंदगी में हुई होती हैं, फ्रॉम द चैलेंजिंग पर्सपेक्टिव, फ्रॉम learning perspective, from a mission perspective, from a team building perspective, from a leader's perspective. I think वो स्टोरीज इतनी हमारे जहन में घर कर जाती हैं कि आज अगर हमें स्टोरी टेलिंग के एस्पेक्ट में ही वेंचर आउट करना है तो हमारे पिटारे में बहुत सारी स्टोरीज हैं. And I think somewhere in the miracle trail, Sadhanya is somewhere supported with her journey in the Indian Air Force, which obviously gave her the element of surprise. And today, her inner shift has happened to what she progressed during her so-called journey in the Air Force. And somewhere I also, in my life, dedicate my journey, what I could, deal with when I was in the Indian Navy. The challenges, the leader's role, the mission planning, the so-called teamwork has made me today what I am. And when we talked about the core values, some in-depth connection of core values, how important and how realistic it is. If you don't realize this deeper aspect of us, what is my core value? What do I want? Whether it's about legacy, whether it's about some other awareness, whether it's about giving to the humanity. If we don't connect with this very thought, then I think we are losing our future goals. And it's very, very overwhelming. It's very humbling that I could spend this beautiful time listening to a mountaineer, listening to a disciplined runner, listening to a storyteller. Thank you so much, Sedanya. And before I call it a stop and a final thing, I would request you, maybe you can give a last message to your audience.
First of all, thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah.
I think very memorable first podcast and
Yeah.
such a lovely conversation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and inviting me. And to the audience and to everyone, what I have to say is that just keep dreaming. This is everything. This is something which I tell every time if someone asks me, what would you like to tell the world? Just keep dreaming and ensure that your dreams are aligned. You know the destination. Just use that core value compass which is within you and align yourself to that destination. Rest will follow.
सपने देखना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. अगर हम सपने देखेंगे नहीं तो हम शायद कोई ट्रेल बना ही नहीं पाएंगे. वो माइंडफुल ट्रेल जो सिद्धान्या ने हमें दिखाई, हमें समझाई. So the first important part is to dream. I think the message in a very subtle way is beautiful. I'm very happy that through this platform I'm able to connect you all with such beautiful inspirational stories. And my humble request is always like ever, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Commander Victor Mike's channels. The untold stories are waiting to be told to you, and there is a lot in this Pitara. I'm hoping we will be starting our so-called Life in a Metro series very soon, where हम लोग आपको उनके साथ कनेक्ट करेंगे जो अंसारी मैम ने बताया कि कितने इम्पोर्टेंट होते हैं वो लोग जो शायद झाड़ू भी मार रहे होते हैं, बट जब वो अवेलेबल नहीं होते उनकी एब्सेंस हमें कहीं ना कहीं महसूस ज़रूर होती है. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस जर्नी ऑफ द अनटोल्ड स्टोरी विद कमांडर विक्टर माइक. हमारे साथ हमेशा जुड़े रहिएगा. थैंक यू.